this session, we'll be making programs related to the user interactions. By interaction, we intend to tell, like we'll be creating programs which can interact with the user, like it can ask for any input from the user or it can display a message to the user. So let's get started. So we'll be creating first the script file. So in file, we'll select new and script file. And let's dock this block to the main command window. Yes. And more or less we begin with the same syntax maximum times so that we can have a trend or a pattern of writing a program. So CLC and clear all. And in this session we'll be seeing basically two syntaxes, that is input and the display. So let's get started. So we'll be having input. So we have again discussed, like already discussed, any function in MATLAB is depicted using round bracket. So we can write input and the round bracket. Similarly, we can have display as well, or we can directly use dist also. So let's comment it and proceed with the main idea. So let's take a problem statement. Let's say we will ask user to input some, let's say, two numbers, and we'll find the sum of that two numbers. So let's get started. So we'll consider a variable a and we'll ask from the user. So we'll be inputting from the user. So input is directly capable of doing, but inside, or let's say an argument to that function can be any message. Let's say enter first number. So before proceeding, let's try whether it executes or not. So we'll save it first. Let's go and then interact. Yes, that's it. And let's execute it. So it will ask for the change folder. And there we have in command, it's asking for a number. As we enter, it gets assigned a value 5. So let's define our second number into a variable, let's say b. So with time being, we can modify or we can morph our programs so that it looks more professional. And then we'll copy and use the same syntax and we'll add second number. Let's see. Second number. And now we execute it. It will ask for the first number. We'll enter 2 and let's say second number 4. Yes, both get assigned. So our main task will be to add and then to display to the user. So we'll write C equals A plus B. So we are involving third variable C. There we go. In workspace, we are having a variable C with the answer, but we want to display the user. So one of the ways to remove the suppressor sign, but it looked too vague. So we'll be using more syntax, but before that we'll just type in whose command, which depicts the workspace size or workspace. Any variable in the workspace is brought in command window. So we can have that 8 bytes, like we can see the memory allocations. So we can avoid using that variable, extra variable, so which will save our heap memory, some conceptual part we say. So for displaying, we'll just try disp and a plus b. Disp is a function, so round bracket, and inside we'll pass on an argument. It can be a message or a variable. There we have the answer. But to have or to give more insight or give more meaningful idea to the program, we'll add on some more displays. Let's say equal, so it will make more interactive or more soothing to our eyes. So we can morph it as we want. So that styles or that patterns depicts the behavior or the idea or the uniqueness, we say, of a program. So we want to display, let's say, sum of the numbers is this. So we'll append that matrix. Like we'll be appending a character, like we'll be appending a matrix with a string value as well as a number or a number, like two different parameters or two different data types will be appending it. So this gives an error. So we'll be making, of course, it will give an error because it's a single input argument. Display is having single input argument. So let's try. So it's not giving the value a plus b because the data type in this should be unique. Let's say we are trying with this string, so it should be that number should be converted to string. So that's again a syntax, num to string, num to str, and it's a function, so we'll be enclosing our answer to that part. And as we execute it, so we'll enter some way number, let's say 2 5. Yes, now it goes. We have seen how to display a message to user using display function. Now we'll use a substitute for the same displaying of a message. So we'll be using fprintf. It's more or like that in C we use printf statement. And here again the syntax remains almost the same. So we'll be having enclosed in apostrophe, we'll be having a message with %d or percentage an argument. It will be taking whatever the data type it's being followed. So here a plus b denotes an integer. So it's directly get displayed. So it's one of the easiest way to display a message in place of display command, which is more tedious if you don't know the syntax.